choose your envelope.
Every time you say that, I think choose your Egyptian hieroglyph, but that's probably because I've watched too much Only Connect.
This is the technical difficulties, and we are playing One of These People is Lying, because one of these people will be open your randomly selected envelopes. Inside two of those envelopes is a fact, and all the background information that you will need to tell us about it. Inside one of these envelopes is a lie and then a blank card. And someone here will have to bluff their way through. I mean, honestly, I have questions here that I've been given to kind of prompt things along. They'll just have to bluff their way through everything that's going on. Gary, what is your fact?
In Morocco, it's illegal to build a home without a bath in it.
Okay. Chris, what's your fact?
According to the UN, London is technically a forest.
Oh.
Matt, what's your fact?
Osama Bin Laden.
That's a good start for us.
I thought we were on for the weird regulations and rules episode.
No.
No, that noise.
Was banned from attending Arsenal matches.
Incredible.
Get
it's
in.
the weird rules and regulations episode. So we've got all sorts of weird rules and regulations, including an Osama Bin Laden reference. Good luck getting through the next 20 minutes, chaps.
Hey.
We start with Gary this time.
Right.
In Morocco.
Yes, it is illegal to build a home without a bath in it.
Why?
I'll give you a guess. It's
The-
to do
the
with
bath-
people being clean.
The bath lobby. I don't know.
What? Yeah, the powerful bath lobby
Yes.
of the Near East, is
Yes.
it? Yeah.
They're not worried about bath bomb attacks then?
Oh my God! Now that's your fella.
Oh,
Here
wow.
we go.
So long, did
Here
it?
we go.
Yeah, he's had a change of heart and has opened up a brand of Lush.
Yes.
And if you really use the soap, you get an Osama Bin Laden.
Ah! Mother of all bath bombs.
Tsar bath bomber.
Yeah.
The Russians tested it in the 1960s, and it absolutely cleaned everything for 50 miles around.
Yeah.
It's the reason that all tropical seas are blue.
Yeah. I was thinking it'd been like Oppenheimer with a washing up bowl on top of a big tower that they just dropped the first bath fizzer in 1945. And they can just see. I have become Jiff, the cleaner of bath.
Yes!
Become Jif.
It's not even called Jif. It hasn't been called Jif for 20 years.
Yeah,
the closest
they're
thing.
gifts.
Oh!
It's the closest thing to death I could think of.
Yeah.
While on my feet, that would be funny and still be about cleaning.
There's a reason I didn't go after it. I couldn't get the line. I respect you for even trying,
I've become
sir.
Jeff, the destroyer of scum.
There we go. Okay, why? Something to do with cleanliness?
Yeah, because cleanliness, obviously, I mean, without facts spoiling fun here, in Morocco, it's a Muslim country. So there is going to be a need for daily ablutions for the need of prayer. They didn't want people getting caught without having access to, cleanliness solutions. So therefore, rather than getting people to have just a sink, let's get people to build a bath and then all of the cleanliness things are covered.
I kind of like that idea because I rarely bath. I shower, but
Thanks for
occasionally,
clarifying.
I occasionally really want a bath. Like if I've had a very long day of manual labour, yes, it doesn't happen very often. But when I have done, like the one thing I want after that is a long soak in a bath.
I have a bath every week, as well as showers, obviously.
Thank you for
Okay.
clarifying.
Gets the tin bath down from puts it in
Exactly
front
what I
of
was
fire.
thinking,
It is my time on a Saturday, as agreed within the family. Right?
They'll clear out the living room so you can
Yeah.
have the fireplace.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then the wife gets in after you, and then after that, the little
Yeah.
one, and then after that, the even littler one.
We were happy. But yeah, no, Saturday, bath, beer, book. I go and have a bath, read my book, and have a beer in the bath.
My brain was going to say you've run out of hands because you got the bath, you got the beer. Where are you going to put the book? That's not how
That's not how
baths
baths
work.
work.
Wouldn't you like to know? Just
One
close
does
it
not-
gently.
One does not hold the bath.
Oh, yeah, I want that now. A little bath for my bath.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, going back to the thing with Morocco,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
you're saying have a shower. You can have a shower in a bath.
Yeah.
But if you only have a shower, you can't have a bath, can you?
Ah, okay.
So it's a multifunctional
And
thing.
I guess there's a sort of age of the regulation as
Yeah.
whatever else, where they're not going to say shower or suitable ablutions. They're going to say clean bath.
Be clean.
Yeah.
Is this actually enforced? Or are they just sort of... Is it one of those laws that's like, well, technically, yes, you can shoot a Scotsman with a crossbow within the bounds of York? Or is it like, no, any new home has to be like properly...
It sounds like planning.
Yeah, it's going to be
regulations.
it's going to be a building reg. It's like it's not an attic bedroom unless it has proper stairs and a door. Or
That is
whatever.
exactly what it says here.
Yeah.
Is that it's one of the things that is enforced through planning control. So in terms of it being enforced, it's not like there's the bath police that are going to like kick your door in.
That's very different in Muslim countries.
Bath.
Bath, yeah.
In Iraq.
Yeah, there's
it's a Saddam Hussein joke.
It's
to
a
go-
Saddam Hussein
to
joke,
go
yeah.
with all the
it's
the
a
Osama bin
Saddam
Laden
Hussein joke.
ones.
Yeah.
That was about. I mean, if I was funnier and I didn't have this card here, then I would have probably done a whole thing about it being a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
About the bath party.
Yeah.
Although there is an element to this that is about in the 1940s, part of an economic stimulus thing was about enforce people having a bath in their house. It will ensure skilled labour in a time of unemployment.
I'm
Is
just thinking
the
of-
root point of it is where it goes back to both cleanliness and unemployment.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm taking too much enjoyment from trying to fathom these myself. But you don't have the bath police here, but like you were saying with like the lofts and stairs and stuff, because I've had, you've lived somewhere like that's a bit weird, and you look it up and like, no, the landlord's not allowed to do this.
Yeah.
This house should never have been built like this.
Yeah.
Just no one checked.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. It's inside your own four walls. It's not really ever going to
Yeah.
come up, but it's like there's got to be a door in a kitchen. There's got to be a door between a kitchen and a bathroom, and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff like that.
So there you go. So not too ridiculous then.
Can't put your light
Alright.
switches less than 2 meters away from a sink or any other kind of tap, so you don't get them wet.
Chris.
Oh,
A forest.
yeah. So the UN classifies a forest as land spanning more than 0.05 hectares with trees at least 2 meters tall.
That's-
So by some definitions, London apparently meets it by volume and height of trees.
London is very green and has a
Yeah.
lot of trees in it.
What? Sorry. But
Oh, well,
yes, London is very green. Right off.
Okay, by city standards.
It's got more green space than Birmingham,
Yeah.
Manchester,
No,
and Glasgow.
And it seems like all those designated green spaces
Hmm.
have created a forest.
Well, yeah, because I'm defending your own fact for you here.
Crack on, mate.
Because if you are in the countryside, there aren't actually that many trees in farmland.
No,
You're gonna end
and
up with-
progressively less as time
You're
passes.
You're going to end up with pasture land and hedgerows and crops,
Yeah.
but there aren't trees.
Mm.
And I'm going to do a full defense of your own fact here.
Put
Some-
this down.
Carry on, mate.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, in some countries, trees are going to be much more sparse, but are still
Yeah.
going to count as forest. And I can see how all the forest patches in
All
London,
the-
if you
Add up
them
and
all up,
average them up and
Yeah.
whatever else.
Hang
Yeah.
on, how close together?
Hang about. Right.
if
hell.
Chris has a different number now, are we going to remember
Right.
the first number?
Forest as land spanning more than 0.05 hectares with trees at least 2 meters tall, creating a canopy of cover more than 10%. 14,000 hectares of London is considered green space, 40% of the city, 8.4 million trees, cover of 21%, double what is required for this blasted hellscape to be considered a forest.
I'm just thinking like outside like King's Cross. Yeah, there's some trees like in clumps, like there's little, like churchyards and stuff. But is that enough to get?
I guess they must be drawing the bound somewhere in
Yeah.
the outskirts where it makes it count. I mean, we're not.
You've got like the
somewhere-
roads and
somewhere-
avenues.
You've got
and
Hyde
stuff.
Park and you got Alley Pally, and then you got like avenues and
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Avenues and alleyways.
yeah.
Where the strong alone can survive.
Sorry, I have a vague memory that's your karaoke go-to.
Yeah, I've only done karaoke. I think on like I think it really is genuinely one occasion. I did Avenues and Alleyways by Tony Christie, and I got a standing ovation from the pub I did it in.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say from Tony
About
Christie.
15 seconds after he got off stage.
Oh. No, I held the last note. I think
Oh.
I think I got a slight cold as well, so my voice was a little bit stronger than it sometimes be. And obviously, yes, I had a few,
Obviously.
and it was a genuine, and that's partly why I've never done karaoke again.
Yeah,
Never
you
done
never
it.
reached those highs.
Nailed it on the first go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt, good luck, everybody. Osama Bin Laden.
Was banned from attending Arsenal matches.
I want to believe he was part of a firm.
Oh.
It all accelerated away from a little bit of casual violence against.
The funny thing is the irony of the name of the team.
Oh, yes. The Gunners.
Yeah. The Arsenal.
Yes.
He apparently attended several matches at the old Highbury ground in the 90s.
Huh.
Where did he play? Was he up front?
Spent all his time in the tunnel.
Hey!
That's why they had to move to a new ground. They were trying to find him. Yeah, so he went to it several times, and no one did anything about it. No one really knew, because who knows?
Yeah.
So many people.
Not
know.
a famous name back then.
Not so much. It was known a little bit in some communities.
Even if he wasn't, no, in a crowd of 40,000, who's going to go, that's Osama Bin Laden?
Yeah, and I think it came out that he was very much known to many security services.
Yes.
For a very long time beforehand.
Fair.
Yeah, but mostly as a hooligan, like Chris. He was on the wrong list. He had a football banning order. That was it.
Yeah, for some reason, it looks like Osama Bin Laden has been banned for hooliganism. So this all came to a head when a journalist claimed rather than reported that Osama Bin Laden had attended the 93-94 European Cup winners final.
Oh, right. Okay,
and
yeah.
had bought his son an Ian Wright shirt.
That's a great way you could put that, is that, which of the world's major terrorists had a shirt from a presenter of Match of the Day.
And how does Ian Wright feel about this? Because you know he's been asked about that at some point.
Turns out it was Colonel Gaddafi and Des Lynam.
The way you said that was Colonel Gaddafi with the lead piping in the study.
Colonel Gaddafi with Des Lynam
In the study.
in the caves in Tora Bora.
Which is funny because one of the things they found in Saddam Hussein's hiding spot was a Thierry Henry shirt. And it comes out that he's a supporter of Arsenal, at which point Arsenal went, well, you're banned. And the rest of this I'm just assuming, but as we all know, Osama Bin Laden was very good at not going places he wasn't allowed to go. So I'm sure he never went to a match again.
Huh.
Sat in the away team dugout, tying his laces up.
I mean, dugout.
No, it's a natural cave formation, actually.
Oh, yeah, the natural caves under the old Highbury ground. Yeah.
It's the North London line.
Or as we call it, the away dressing room.
When you said old Highbury ground, I was like, there's no way Matt has that football knowledge. But you've been in London so long.
And I know things about architecture and city
Yeah,
planning.
you do. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a football fact, There's no way you know that as a football fact. But as a history of London and architecture fact, there may not even be an old Highbury ground. That may be a I mean, I know they've got a new stadium. I don't know where the old one was.
You can see the old stadium from the railway line as you pass the new stadium.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
I mean...
When was this? This was the 90s, you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
the mid-90s European Cup final.
yeah, 93, 94, you said.
No, yeah.
Chris, you named so many numbers so quickly. That was either the greatest feat of improvisation we've seen around here, or those numbers were on the card. I think those stats all made sense. So I think you're telling the truth. I've got no idea about these two.
Been saying that for quite a while.
Yes.
No, he's been saying one specific thing about it.
Yeah, he has one idea about
Just
you.
a lie.
No, I can't, because the football knowledge from Matt, yeah, maybe it was on the card, specifically old Highbury ground, but that's also the sort of thing that if Matt knew, Matt would entirely put in to throw me off. And Morocco, illegal to build a home without a bath. Yeah, that makes sense as a fact. Matt, I think your card is blank. Am I right?
No.
Wow! Give us the details.
Are we 6 episodes in now without me having had, or
I
5
think- I
episodes
think
in without
so.
me having had a
Well,
blank
before
one?
we reveal anything, give us the details.
Osama Bin Laden was banned from attending Arsenal matches. It is thought that Osama Bin Laden was an Arsenal fan, and there's some evidence to suggest that he attended several matches at Highbury during the 90s. Author Adam Robinson claims Bin Laden was at the 93-94 European Cup Winners' Final, and he even bought his son an Ian Wright shirt. When this hit the papers in 2001, Arsenal responded by issuing a lifetime ban to Bin Laden.
It hit the papers in 2001.
Oh!
So post 9/11, a journalist goes, "Wait, Bin Laden was an Arsenal fan," and
F***ing funny if it was pre 9/11.
it would. But and Arsenal just went, "Well, we're banning him then."
But pre 9/11, he was a very welcome member of the Arsenal community.
Yeah. Being a terrorist and all.
It's not like he took it up after that, is it?
Thus spake the Leeds fan.
Easy for you to say.
Matt, then it's over to you. Take your pick. Which one of those
What was yours
two?
again?
Forest.
And what was yours?
Morocco baths.
Just look outside the studio. The majestic rolling trees will be enough to convince you.
Exactly. And that's why I think you're lying. Because minutiae of old law feels like a thing Gary... Oh, no, but if he comes up with it at work, does that mean it's false?
But this is about Morocco, my friend. A place
It
I know
is.
very little of.
Chris, I think it's funnier if you've got the blank card because you've had so many.
It would have been funny.
Oh! He got away with it.
But there is a reason I went so out to bat for Gary to make sure it sounded plausible.
Yeah.